Look, can we just agree that last week's nearly broke our listeners' brains? The Book of Enoch episode was intense.
Intense is one word. I'd say soul-crushingly apocalyptic is another. Honestly, my existential dread has applied for early retirement.
Exactly why we're keeping things a bit lighter this week. No angels raining judgment, no forbidden texts, just a little cosmic fun.
By light, she means I get to argue against literally every point she makes and still somehow makes me question reality.
I'm very good at making conspiracies compelling, look, you know that.
Yes, not every listener is obsessed as you are with these things. Some folk are here for the jokes, some are here for the existential panic. You cover both extremes effortlessly.
So today we're talking about simulation theory. Are we all just the digital avatars in a cosmic game? Could this universe be one big beta test? And if so, who programmed it?
And if we're really lucky, the programmer has a sense of humor and a solid caffeine budget.
Exactly, cosmic lattes, look. That's what keeps the stars spinning.
All right, I guess we're ready. Hit the theme music, Jess. Let's officially enter the simulation.
Welcome back to Mindzilla, the only podcast where your brain thinks it's aware but might actually be dreaming. Alright, look, let's get into it. Simulation theory, or as I like to call it, maybe we're all just living in a cosmic video game and someone hit randomize on our lives.
Great. So I'm telling you, my adult life is just a side quest someone forgot to finish.
Exactly, but seriously, at its core, simulation theory says that everything we experience, the stars, your stubborn coffee mug, the weird smell in the hallway, could be a part of a simulated reality, like a ultra advanced video game where we're fully conscious, but we don't know it.
So I'm a character who thinks they have free will, but really I'm just following some algorithm written by a bored cosmic programmer.
Yep, and here's the kicker. This isn't just sci-fi mumbo jumbo. Philosophers actually debate this stuff in academia. People are seriously asking, could our senses be tricking us? Are we aware or just running code?
Sounds like my Mondays. My senses are definitely tricking me.
Now, here's the philosophical lineage. It's a modern twist on Descartes' evil demon. You remember him, right? The guy who basically said, imagine a super intelligent demon controlling everything you perceive and making it all an illusion.
Yeah, and here I thought my hangovers were bad.
Or the dream hypothesis, ancient philosophers asking, how do we know we're not just dreaming right now? Nick Bostrom formalized it in 2003 and added a little math and probability to make it feel officially nerdy.
So Bostrom said what exactly? That we're probably in a simulation just to mess with us.
Basically, yes, but he broke it down logically. First, civilizations might eventually reach a point where they can simulate entire universes, complete with conscious beings.
Okay, advanced civilizations, got it. So far, so sci-fi.
Second, if they can do it, they'll probably run tons of these simulations, millions, billions, like Sims on steroids.
So the cosmic equivalent of a kid playing God in their bedroom with infinite save files.
And then Bostrom punchline. If simulations are that common, statistically, it's more likely we're inside one than living in the original one, the real reality.
Oh, brilliant. So my life being mildly disappointing isn't my fault, it's just bad coding.
It could be, and honestly, isn't that slightly comforting? Blame the cosmic programmer.
I mean, I'd like to meet the guy and ask for a patch on my cooking skills.
Or maybe a debug for your sense of humor. It's running on legacy code, clearly.
Hey, that's peak efficiency sarcasm. I'll have you know my system runs perfectly in safe mode.
Anyway, that's the heart of it. At its core, simulation theory is about questioning whether our reality is really reality. Are we conscious beings in a base universe, or are we just the latest DLC in some advanced civilization's hobby project?
So either I'm playing my life wrong or someone out there is watching me make the same mistakes for entertainment.
Exactly. And next, we're going to dive into the people who actually take this seriously. So let's dig a little deeper. Who actually takes simulation theory seriously? And I mean really seriously, not just watched The Matrix once and thought about it in a shower series.
You mean people who have like PhDs in maybe this is all a video game studies?
Exactly. Philosophers like David Chalmers, for example, a big name in the philosophy of the mind. They treat this as a legitimate question. He doesn't say we definitely are in a simulation, but he argues it's a possibility we can't ignore. That alone gives the theory some serious intellectual weight.
So not just sci-fi geeks or Reddit warriors, real philosophers who ponder consciousness.
Exactly. And then you've got tech and science heavyweights who flirt with the idea. Elon Musk is the poster child. He famously said that given the pace of virtual reality development, it's far more likely we are already in a simulation than not.
Of course, the guy who builds rockets in his spare time says we're pixels. Very reassuring.
And it's not just Elon. We've got computer scientists, AI researchers, and futurists thinking about this seriously. People like Nick Bostrom, the guy who formalized the simulation argument in 2003, he basically said if civilizations can reach a point where they can simulate universes, and if they run lots of them, statistically, we're likely in a simulation.
So our life being mildly disappointing could just be some cosmic beta test.
And some physicists, like Sabine Ozenfelder, who's super thoughtful about physics, weigh in cautiously. She doesn't say this is nonsense. She just points out that right now we don't have testable ways to prove it. But she does acknowledge philosophical value. It's a serious lens to think about reality and the limits of our knowledge.
So it's more like a thought experiment than an attack on reality.
Exactly. And there is more. Neil deGrasse Tyson has talked about it. He calls it interesting to consider, but is careful not to claim it's true. Even Max Tegmark, a physicist and cosmologist, explores ideas that suggest the universe could be mathematical in nature, which ties right into the simulation argument.
So it's not just philosophy or tech bros. Legit scientists and cosmologists are playing with these ideas too.
Yes, and that's what makes it so fun. You get this mix of thinkers, philosophers, futurists, physicists, computer scientists, all pointing at reality and going, this is a bit more complicated than we thought.
So when I can't find my keys, it's either me being forgetful or a glitch in the simulation.
Exactly, and Bostrom's argument is the backbone here. Step 1. Civilizations might eventually reach a point where they can simulate entire universes with fully conscious beings inside. Step 2. If they can, they probably will. Billions, maybe trillions of simulations. Step 3. Statistically, it's more likely we're inside one than in the base reality.
So every bad day I've ever had, just someone else's test level design.
Exactly. And some people take it even further. Philosophers like Dave Chalmers explored what consciousness itself would mean in a simulation. Some tech futurists even imagine simulations with laws of physics slightly different from ours, which could explain why some things in the universe feel glitchy.
Okay, that actually makes sense. So you're saying the universe could be running like a video game engine. And maybe our physics constants are just the default settings.
Exactly. And the beauty is nobody has to commit fully. It's a playful lens. You can respect the science, ponder the philosophy, and still laugh about it.
So let me get this straight. Philosophers, futurists, tech geniuses, and some cautious physicists are all basically saying maybe the universe is a little bit like Netflix streaming in 4K.
Yes, so they're basically saying the universe can literally be rendered in perfect 4K.
No, Jess, that's just Netflix.
Exactly, but it's that mix of serious thought, technical plausibility, and cosmic comedy that makes simulation theory irresistible.
I mean, I can argue against it, but it's also kind of comforting. Bad things happen, could be glitches. Life's confusing, probably a beta test.
Exactly. And next, we can dive into why people actually find this theory so believable and why it's fun to explore it for hours, even without a definitive answer. So, look, why does simulation theory feel so believable to people? I mean, why do we all kind of go, maybe this is real, or maybe it's not?
Because it's terrifying, and I can barely simulate getting out of bed, I'm supposed to buy a whole universe?
That's why your NPC status. You follow your routine, sometimes glitch, occasionally say something funny, but the real power players are elsewhere.
Wow, I'm a side character in the cosmic MMO. Perfect, thanks for that.
But seriously, think about tech. Look at the jump from Pong to VR to AI companions that almost feel alive. Every day we simulate more entire worlds, entire societies, digitally. So it's psychologically plausible that we can do it. A more advanced civilization could do it better.
I see. Because humans making a slightly buggy Sims game is one thing, but some ultra civilization could make literally everything.
Exactly. And that's what makes the theory stick. Then you add the universe's fine tuning, the constants of physics, gravity, electromagnetism, the speed of light are absurdly precise. Some theorists say it's like the universe is coded, like not chaos, but very deliberate programming.
So the planets, the atoms, my coffee mug, all perfectly rendered according to the cosmic code.
And here is where psychology comes in. Humans love meta theories, ideas that let you think about thinking. Simulation theory combines science, philosophy, tech, and even a pinch of theology into one deliciously brain melting package. It's intellectually thrilling because it touches almost every layer of reality.
So basically, it's like my brain got hooked on existential caffeine.
And it's fun because it lets you imagine a universe that's both structured and playable. You can have rules, physics, math, but also glitches, patches, even NPCs like you.
Brilliant. So my bad mornings are just cosmic debugging errors.
And that's why it feels believable. Tech shows us simulations are possible. Physics ends at a code like structure. And our brain loves to connect all the dots, even across philosophy, science, and pop culture. It's plausible, elegant, and terrifying all at once.
I still can't make my own breakfast without failing, but somehow this theory is believable. Cosmic irony.
See, you're living proof that even in a possible simulation, NPCs can be charmingly glitchy.
I'll take that as a compliment, I think.
Alright, now we're going off the rails in a good way. Welcome to the deep rabbit holes of simulation theory.
Oh, I see. So this is where my brain might actually get stuck in a loop like your podcast editing software.
First up, rendering and lazy evaluation. Some Redditors, yes, Reddit, I know, suggest that reality might only be computed when observed. Like the universe is saving processing power and only renders things when you're looking at them.
Wait, so if I look at my ex, does the universe LOD switch to low quality?
Precisely. Suddenly, blurry vision, less detail. Oh, sorry, look, not worth the processing power.
I knew my ex looked off. I thought it was just my imagination.
See, glitch confirmed. Next, we have glitches, deja vu, and the Mandela effect. People call in with weird coincidences, repeating events, memories that don't match reality, and they're convinced these are little cracks in the simulation.
So when I remember telling the same dad joke 5 times, is that a glitch or am I just truly that unfunny?
That is a glitch and a life sentence, but exactly the kind of stuff that makes these theories irresistible. You get to point at odd moments and go, ah, simulation error.
So everything weird is now officially evidence. Fantastic. My burnt toast just became proof of cosmic confusion.
And it's not just random oddities. People online have built entire frameworks to classify reality. Enter the NPC life theory.
Oh no, this sounds like my worst nightmare.
It's fun. You tag people as player characters, PCs or NPCs, based on totally arbitrary and hilarious criteria. Are they self motivated? Do they have quirks? Or do they just wander around doing the same thing? Obvious to the chaos.
So I'm an NPC, obviously, but what about you?
I like to think I'm a rogue PC with maxed out charisma stats.
Great. So the cosmic programmers decided we should be together for entertainment value.
And finally, the simulation multiverse. Some folks online theorize that we could be in nested simulations, simulations inside simulations.
Wait, so there could be infinite Jesuses squared.
Infinite GCC squares, infinite looks in beta test mode, all of us running around, never realizing which layer is real.
So my existential dread just got exponentially worse.
Don't worry, you're still charmingly glitchy. This is what makes rabbit holes fun. You can get lost exploring, laugh at it, and still come out of the other side questioning your toast.
Perfect. Glitches, NPCs, infinite Jesuses, all in a day's work for Mindzilla.
And the beauty of this part of the theory, you can keep going forever. There is always another weird coincidence, another maybe glitch, another multiverse layer, and it's hilarious.
Okay. I've endured infinite glitches, NPC status, multiverses. Now I get my moment. Let's talk tough critics. Let me feel validated here.
Fine, but it's still entertainingly dark. First up, unfalsifiability.
Ah, yes. Fancy word for can't prove it wrong.
And weird coincidence, glitch, or Mandela effect, boom, support says just simulation behavior. Science can't test it in a definite way. You cannot disprove it. It's slippery.
So every time my toast burns, it could either be a faulty toaster or cosmic corruption.
And that's what makes it fun to theorize, but frustrating if you like evidence.
Okay, next, give me my logic cape.
Occam's razor. The simplest explanation might just be reality's reality. The universe exists, we live in it, and sometimes weird things happen. No nested simulations required.
Finally, simple, elegant, and my hangovers are still my fault.
And then there's epistemic collapse, the big scary one. If everything could be fake, we can't trust any evidence, observations, experiments, even science itself. It all becomes questionable.
Yes, that's the one that terrifies my inner physicist.
It's why some scientists raise eyebrows at this theory, not because it's fun, but because it taken literally, it could make evidence meaningless.
So maybe, just maybe, we should enjoy the beer, laugh at glitches, and stop trying to hack the universe's video settings.
Cheers to that look. Validation served cold with a side of cosmic irony.
Exactly. Let's leave the universe debugging to the programmers and stick to our NPC duties responsibly.
And even with all the critiques, people still can't stop thinking about simulation theory. It's too alluring, too mind bendy, and honestly, it's too funny not to explore. Alright, it's time to talk about pop culture, because let's face it, half of why people even know about simulation theory is movies and TV.
Ah, yes, the Hollywood school of maybe reality is broken but look cool while it happens.
Yeah, The Matrix is the big one. Classic. People think about red pills and blue pills. What's real? And oh no, I'm a code construct.
And don't forget Tron. Glowing suits, light cycles, digital worlds. Makes you wonder if our universe just has neon accents we haven't noticed yet.
Dark City, perfect for that eerie, glitchy vibe. And The Truman Show, everyone's watching me all the time. Is this live scripted? Classic simulation paranoia.
Vanilla Sky and 13th Floor. Slightly less iconic, but still give that is reality really real feeling. And honestly, it's these stories that make the theory stick in people's minds.
Speaking of sticking, let's play a game. Which of these movies would be my simulation version?
Oh, please don't say The Matrix again. I already feel judged by my coffee choices.
Nope, definitely a glittery chaos version of Truman Show. Lots of snack, NPC roaming around, little side quests for cosmic candy, and random dance breaks.
So basically, a theme park universe with me as a wandering extra. Fantastic.
And that's the fun part. Pop culture shapes how we imagine simulations. It gives us language, imagery, and humor. People don't just think they're in a simulation. They picture glowing suits, red pills, coffee shop NPCs.
And memes. Don't forget the memes because nothing validates simulation theory like a cat glitching through a wall.
Absolutely. Pop culture lets us play in these ideas without existential panic. And honestly, that's the perfect combo for Mindzilla. We get to explore mind bending theories, laugh at the weirdness, and still marvel at how humans imagine reality.
I mean, if we are in a simulation, I hope our programmers have a good sense of humor, otherwise, we're doomed.
And if nothing else, pop culture reminds us that simulation theory is not just philosophy, it's a cultural phenomenon, inspiring movies, games, debates, and a lot of laughter. Now we're getting into the can we actually test this zone?
Oh, I see. So this is where my inner scientist gets to roll dice.
Kind of. There have been fringe attempts, people looking for inconsistencies at quantum levels or tiny glitches in cosmic background radiation. Basically, they're trying to find evidence of bugs in universe.
So we're hunting for cosmic glitches like Fortnite glitches, but on a universal scale.
Yes, cosmic Fortnite. You know, missing pixels, teleporting objects, NPCs freezing mid dialogue. Scientists call it looking for empirical anomalies. But really, it's the same thrill as spotting a glitch in your favorite game.
And have they found anything yet?
Nothing conclusive, just a lot of tantalizing, that's weird moments. Quantum weirdness, dark matter mysteries, cosmic microwave background quirks. Interesting, but not proof.
So the universe might be broken, or maybe it just has a bad graphics card.
Yeah, that's part of the fun. We can speculate, theorize, and laugh at cosmic bugs, but no one has a cheat code yet.
Well, I'll keep my eyes peeled for teleporting cats and floating coffee cups just in case.
Yes, and that's exactly the mindset we need for this stuff. Curious, playful, and willing to accept that some glitches might never be fixed or explained.
Perfect. So even without hard proof, we can enjoy the chaos safely from our chairs.
And that's what keeps simulation theory endlessly entertaining, the mix of science, philosophy, and hilarious what if scenarios. Right, we've chased glitches, NPCs, multiverses, cosmic Fortnite bugs, and yet here we are. The big question, so what?
Ah, yes, the meaning of life in a possibly simulated universe debate. I'm ready. Hit me.
Whether or not we're in a simulation, life feels real, and if it feels real, it is real, at least in terms of subjective experience. Your joys, frustrations, snacks, coffee pills, all of it counts because it's happening to you.
Okay, but if we're in a simulation, why do simulation have taxes?
Because someone's gotta pay for this service. Someone gotta fund the cosmic IT department.
I knew I was being ripped off. I thought it was just the government.
Nope, the universe itself has a budget. Cosmic electricity isn't cheap. And don't get me started on NPC healthcare, expensive to maintain.
Right, so even cosmic glitches have infrastructure costs. Makes sense.
And here's the fun part: if subjective experience is what counts, then meaning isn't about whether we're real or simulated. It's about what we do with the reality we perceive. Glitchy graphics, NPCs, taxes, and all.
So, even if I'm just a side character in a beta universe, my coffee fueled rants and dad jokes still matter.
Yes, you are important. The universe programmers might not appreciate your dad's jokes, but your subjective experience still counts.
Well, I feel better, sort of, but what about ambition, goals, achievements? If it's simulation, does it even matter?
It matters because you experience it. Achievements feel satisfying, goals feel rewarding, failures feel awful. That's the core. Simulation or not, experience is real.
So my existential dread is still valid. Got it.
And you can even have fun with it. If life is a simulation, then glitches are plot twists. Deja vu is a cheeky debug, and NPCs are, well, part of the entertainment.
Speaking of entertainment, what about fun? If everything is code, does that mean Netflix marathons and snacks are hard coded happiness?
Maybe, or maybe your programmers just know what makes you tick. Either way, enjoy it.
So, moral of the story live, laugh, NPC responsibly, and keep an eye out for teleporting cats.
And think about this: if the universe is a simulation, maybe it's intentionally playful. Maybe glitches, coincidences, and random weirdness exist to make the experience interesting, like Easter eggs in games.
So, my weird day at the supermarket, the burned toast, and the guy dressed like a llama, all part of the cosmic DLC.
Precisely, and the beauty is, it doesn't even matter if we're in a simulation. The experience is what shapes us, teaches, and makes us laugh. That's meaning.
So, instead of panicking about cosmic programmers, we just enjoy the ride.
Experience it fully, laugh at glitches, enjoy the NPCs, and maybe even drop a few snacks for them while you're at it.
All right, that's a wrap on my existential angst. I'll stick to the coffee, dad jokes, and mild cosmic panic. Responsibly, of course.
Whether reality is code or not, the takeaway is simple. Your experience matters. Enjoy it, laugh at it, and maybe, just maybe, leave a few cosmic Easter eggs for future players.
And always remember glitch responsibly.
That's our final piece of advice from today's mind bending, glitch filled, hilarious journey into the simulation theory. Watch your coffee intake and maybe keep an eye out for teleporting cats. Now, before we sign off, a quick Patreon shout out.
For those of you who want even more conspiracies and weirdness, you know the drill.
Tier 2, the tinfoil hat level at £3 a month gives you access to conspiracies around the world. We are on part 4 of Spain. You'll get deep dives, weird local legends, and stories the mainstream will never touch.
And for the higher tiers, the Geiger counter and up, we've got an episode that's, well, let's just say it's dark, weird, and borderline forbidden. Lost surgeries, alleged secret military medicine, and experiments that will make you question everything.
So yes, more rabbit holes than you can shake a tinfoil hat at.
And don't worry, we keep the comedy intact, so it's terrifyingly fun, not just terrifying.
Finally, next week on Main Feed, we are heading to the Appalachian Mountains. Rich history, creepy folklore, and yes, a little paranormal flavor.
So buckle up for part weird history, part haunted heights, and all Mindzilla.
Thank you for joining us today. Remember to subscribe and leave a review. I'll see you next week. Bye!